I do want to bring this up, Brendan, because as of the night we are recording this, this is breaking news. It's very rare that you and I talk about breaking news, but
Do
here
we
we
have
are.
for our YouTube watchers? Do we have like a litlittle icon like that
I
flashes in
don't.
red
I
breaking
should.
news?
Maybe I can make that a post.
Okay, if you can, I'll shake your hand.
I should have that up there. However, we do have some breaking news because tonight the WGA now announced that they do have a tentative deal in place
Yeah.
with the AMPTP to get back to normalcy. We don't have to get into all of the details here as we do have much to talk about with the retrospective. We do go into this actually a little bit in this week's Patreon episode. If you want to go and check that out, again, that's patreon.com/InSessionFilm. However, what we can say here quickly is that as part of the agreement, it gives them protection against AI.
Yep.
Not that AI is going to be obsolete. It's going to be a part of the equation, but they do have protections against it.
Yep.
The WGA will get viewership and streaming numbers, which will play into the residuals and the structure of all of that. They'll get development rooms for writers for TV shows and for movies. And the studios have to provide streaming numbers to the WGA for them to distribute to its members.
And as much as we're concerned about the whole AI aspect of all of this, and I think we should, it certainly is a major talking point from this year. Those residuals, especially as it relates to streaming services, that's what gives me the most hope in how this will eventually affect SAG when an agreement comes their way. Because we hear a lot about these shows that maybe aired on, let's say, AMC back in the day, like Breaking Bad, for instance, right? That all of a sudden one day is the number one streaming show on Netflix, right? So these actors get none of that. So how do you balance that out? Because viewership has changed from the way cable networking television was. So, and that has to be recognized and honored.
Absolutely. It does need to be recognized, and it's been a problem, which is why they were striking in the first place. So I'm glad that they were able to reach a deal that, at least tonight, as I was scouring first reactions, it seems as if many of the writers do think this is a fair deal.
Yeah.
They are happy with it, and they're able to move forward. And that is very exciting.
Yeah.
We're glad that they're able to get protections against AI. That was obviously a huge talking point.
Indeed.
And the residuals was the other massive bullet point here, and that, they were able to figure out a structure there that they have released at least the beginning stages of that with their statement tonight.
Yeah.
Which is very exciting. So I'm glad that we were able to at least get that done.
5 months later.
5 months too late. 5 months too late.
I feel like an episode of SpongeBob when I say it like that. 5 months later.
I mean, it's ridiculous that it took this long. But we are here, we've arrived, and now we can only hope that simultaneously they're negotiating with SAG and they'll come to some sort of agreement there soon as well. We can hope.
We can hope. Yeah, hope for the best.
As of right now, a little bit of optimism, and we needed that.
A nice way to kick off this episode that is all about celebrating.
All about celebrating.
Yeah, so this is the best way to open this up.
Absolutely. However, one more quick thing before we get to the retrospective.
Oh, and now you're going to bring it down.
And now I'm going to bring it down because what are the Golden Globes doing? What are they doing? I do not understand this. Earlier today, it was announced that they are introducing 2 new categories to the broadcast this year: cinematic and box office achievement and best performance in stand-up comedy. What? What is happening?
It's like they heard us all of these years asking for best stunt work. And they said, yeah, we heard you. We're going to give you this instead.
It's so bad. This is so dumb. It's astonishing to me, Brendan, that they've been in such hot water for making obtuse decisions And here we are where they are just continuing to snowball. It what is
I loved
I
your
don't have no
tweet just
words.
finding that one gif from Glass Onion of Daniel Craig. No, it's just dumb.
So perfect. It
Oh man, I guess Ryan
impeccably
Johnson
articulated.
is a time traveler because he must have
Yeah.
predicted this very moment to be able to utilize that at this time.
Yeah. Yeah. It was the appropriate screen cap that I could find to articulate how I feel about it because
Yeah,
it really is dumb. I do not understand the Globes
I don't
at
get it
all.
either. I'm not
They've
even
always
excited
been
about these
weird, but
awards.
I know. They've always been weird. And this certainly adds to that weirdness, but this
Mhm.
isn't like an affable eccentricity. This is just straight idiotic.
It's
Like,
just
it just makes no
it's
sense.
so random. It's so
So
random.
dumb.
It's like who was
Anyway,
asking for this?
nobody. Nobody is asking for this. Nobody wants this. It won't surprise me if tomorrow they completely backtrack and go, never mind.
I
We're
I
not
I I
doing
would
that.
love that. That would make for a great story that it only took 24 hours and a lot of loud voices, a lot of loud,
Yeah.
smart voices to tell them otherwise.
Yeah. Because isn't that what the Academy did with that ridiculous
Oh,
blockbuster
oh
thing they
yeah,
did?
yeah. Was that when Zack Snyder won pretty much everything
Yes.
about this?
Yeah. I can't recall the details and what it was called, but they quickly
I
moved
think it's
on
for the
from that.
best. The fact that you forget everything about it, that means that's a good thing.
Yes.